There's a reason why people don't like subscriptions. Hi everybody, my name is Greg Crable, and this is my podcast, Something I Learned Yesterday, where I take one issue, usually from the world of publishing, and explain it in just a few minutes. I signed up for an annual service last year, and I liked it. I used it every weekday for 3 or 4 months. Then I found an alternative and stopped using that service. Foolishly on my part, I neglected to cancel it. So I got charged for the next year's service on the renewal date. Now that's my fault. Every time you sign up for a subscription, you should put a tickler in your calendar to reevaluate that cost when you're due for renewal. That's one reason why people don't like subscriptions. They feel like they're being tricked into making a payment that they don't want to make. And that's not the way to do things. It's a bad customer experience, and it creates ill will between the consumer and the service provider. And not just between the consumer and the service provider, it creates ill will towards the entire model, the entire subscription model. What could this vendor have done to make it a better experience? Well, first, they could have noticed that I stopped using the service. It was, after all, a pretty dramatic change. I used it every weekday for months, then not at all, zero. They should have put me in a re-engagement campaign, and they should have asked me why I stopped using it. Second, they should not have auto-renewed me when I hadn't used the service in months. That seems pretty obvious. At a minimum, they should have asked me if I really wanted to renew. Now, some of you are shaking your head right now saying, wait a minute, we want more renewal money, not less. To which I respond, do you want to sell an honest product, or do you want to cheat people into handing over money that they really don't want to? Third, they should have sent me a warning before charging my card. That's a common courtesy and a good business practice, especially on an annual renewal, because it's really easy to forget what you signed up for a year ago. It's also an opportunity to make sure you have the right payment information on file. For example, you could say, this is a reminder that we will charge your MasterCard ending in 1234 on July 1st. Click here to update your payment information. Fourth, if all those things fail, they charge me and I complain about it, they should refund my payment. Now, I hope that people of goodwill can see the sense in these suggestions and voluntarily adopt policies like this. But it's possible that we need something like a good subscription vendor seal of approval. That is, some organization that spells out consumer-friendly subscription practices and allows conforming vendors to put a trust badge on their sales page. That would help people not to be so nervous about buying a subscription. Subscriptions are good things, but sometimes they can be tricky, and sometimes the consumer feels as if they're being tricked by the vendor, and that's not good. So those are my thoughts for today. I hope that was helpful. If there's a way I can help you with your business, please give me a call. You'll see my contact information on the next page. Thanks so much.